or at the kitchen table, we're interviewing with the sellers. And again, we talked about solds are not the only comps because quite often they don't exist. So how do we prove a position, a pricing position to a seller? Whether we're doing contract negotiations or simply trying to get the listing priced right. Let's say we don't even have comps. We can't use comps. So how do you make an active, a comp? We start getting the seller's opinion on some of the properties that are on the market right now, ideally with other brands, potentially with high days in the market. You put the document in front of the seller and you ask the seller the question, why do you think that house with that company, great company, hasn't sold in 89 days or 189 days, whatever? Why do you think it hasn't sold? Now, inevitably, the seller will express their opinion. And when they express their opinion, you start finding about their objectivity. When they say that, well, that house is a dog, and I've been inside of it, or whatever they say about that property, or that house overpriced, or that house had bad features. You know, Brian, look at the features. They don't have the features that we have. So what the seller unknowingly just said is that the other house for sale that's not selling is missing features. What happens when you're missing features? You're overpriced. In other words, the price does not match the features that are missing. Is that what you're saying, seller? The price doesn't match the features that are missing. So you're basically saying it's the price and not the bad features. If it had better features, you could raise the price or whatever the case. So what we're going to do with the seller, once they start sharing their opinion on all these property statuses, the failed statuses, why they didn't sell, the pendings, why they did sell, why they're under contract right now, as well as the actives. The seller is actually giving us information, and in case there's two sellers at the kitchen table, one of the sellers that's more talkative is actually informing the other one, and they're learning at the same time. Really, the value of this type of presentation is get the two sellers to educate each other, because when one of them says it, the other one believes it's true. They may not always believe the salesperson that it's true. So let's utilize their relationship and have them express their opinion. Find out who's the more vocal one, who's the one with less objectivity regarding price. And one really important thing also on the actives, always try to find properties in their price point that are superior to the subject property. You go, Brian, well, what's superior mean? Again, that would be somebody with a much better lot, much better front elevation, just better condition overall, maybe additional features, a 3-car versus a 2-car, a finished basement, a fenced yard, whatever, or the pool in the back, in ground, whatever the case. Find things about other properties that are not selling and ask the seller, why do you think this house with that great brand at 189 days in the market, why is it not selling? Again, this is where one seller convinces the other one, and they're learning from each other. And then we get to, as the counselor, get to feed back to the seller. Why do you think that one is inferior to your property? It's 300 square foot larger. When you bought, they paid 60 grand more the same month that you bought. So I'm not sure if that one's actually inferior, because the way you were talking, it probably looks a little bit superior, only because it's got new kitchens, new baths, etc., etc., etc. And you want to ask a certain price, but this other one who's got more features with a great brand listing it, it can't sell. So will the buyers in the market say that we should be below this? Well, Brian, we can't go there. Well, I'm not saying that's your price. I'm just saying the buyers are voting with their feet on this other one that's for sale, and it's not selling. And you said something along the lines of it doesn't have enough features for its price. So what's happening as we go through all the statuses, because we really do have comps, not just solds, they're all comps. And what we want to do is get them to really express their opinion of why the other ones aren't selling. Okay, thanks for watching.